Hello. Um, we have watched the final episode of The Reign of Terror, which coincidentally is the final episode of season 1 of Doctor Who, Prisoners of Conciergerie, something in French. And I have enjoyed The Reign of Terror so tremendously, and I'm so chuffed that I held out for getting the DVD and made that kind of a key part of the project because it's just been absolutely brilliant. And although I said the Aztecs is the best first Doctor story, I think the Reign of Terror is probably better. Now, there's no point boring you with plot aside from the fact that James Sterling was the dude in the was kind of the bad guy. Oh, Lemaire, whatever he's done. I don't care. It's just been too good to even talk about. But here's the thing: two big things I need to cover briefly because it's already midnight and I've still got loads to do. First thing, the sort of assessment of the Reign of Terror from the Doctor Who critics that I most respect is rather mooted, and I find that quite strange. Is it because there are other Doctor Who academics, one of a better word, who look deeper in Doctor Who stories than I am sort of programmed to look? Because I found this to be an absolutely joyous run around. Hartnell's on great form. Barbara's great. She gets a bit of a love story, and that all falls to bits. The ethics of it are muddy, and I like that because I don't think you can. I do think there's perhaps more you can tease out of this story, but I don't ask for much more at this stage of Doctor Who. Really, that's not undermining it, but I've enjoyed it so much. Susan was absent for an awful lot of it, which I don't want to be cruel, but is a good thing. And all in all, it's been a thoroughly entertaining story, and so entertaining, in fact, I would quite merrily show it to a non-Who fan and say, "Yo, have a look at this." 6 episodes is a bit long, so you'd want to break it up a bit, but I've really just enjoyed it so much, and yet other people are a bit down on it. And I find that a bit strange. Essentially, what it is getting captured, released, separated, brought back together, captured, released, bit of intrigue, but it's done with such panache. I really did feel it was done with such style, and I'm quite happy with the Doctor banging people around the head with shovels for a laugh, and various bits and bats like that. But all in all, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Really did. Now, end of season 1 of Doctor Who. That's an exciting thing. I've now watched all of season 1 of Doctor Who, all in order. That's a great thing, if you're of a tiny little mind like mine. And what I can say is that, weirdly, it's felt very cohesive. And having been doing my reading around the background and the scripts that dropped out, whatever else like that, and with certain exceptions, I do feel as if characters have grown and moved on, and at the start of the Reign of Terror, we get sort of Barbara and Ian reminiscing a little bit and sort of reflecting. At the end, we get a little scene tacked on just to sort of say our destiny's in the stars, and off we go, and what's going to happen next before the sort of holiday that the show's got. And with the exception of the Daleks and possibly Edge of Destruction, yeah. This has been a really strong sequence of stories, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, I've surprised myself with how much I've enjoyed these Hartnell stories, and looking at where they've come in the top 200, the mighty 200 as it's known, the Doctor Who ranking thing that DWM did some time ago. I'm stunned. Like, Reign of Terror comes 144. Now, when you say that Aztecs came in 57, Reign of Terror's only just been released on DVD. I suspect when we get to 250 stories, which can't be too long away, and they do it again, let's hope they do, Reign of Terror might get bumped up that somewhat because it deserves to. It's so good. But by the by, if you reflect back, Unearthly Child was top banana. Daleks is iconic, and let's be glad it's there. But anyway, Edge of Destruction was brave. Marco Polo, we suspect, was brilliant. We suspect was really good and fun. But and actually reflecting on it, having seen the Reign of Terror and the Aztecs, the more of the flavour of it would have come out had we still had the actual footage, and I can only imagine that was more impactful than I felt. Then with Keith Marinus, which, let's be honest, surpassed all expectations. And we thoroughly enjoyed. The Aztecs is class, the Sensorites is great, and the Reign of Terror has topped it all. So, does it get much better than that? Probably yes. Let's hope so, anyway. Right, so we move on to season 2. Changes afoot. One quite significant change, and then 2 quite significant changes, and then other fun and games. So it's all been great, and I'm really looking forward to the next stuff. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. When times are tough in life, and you really wish that you could pop in a blue box and fly away somewhere else for a bit, watching somebody else do it will do.